Shall we start? Wow! How are we feeling? Rocking! So, yes, let's start. Let's have some silence and attention and focus. Let's keep our mobile phones slightly away. This is going to be an interesting one. So, we have been talking, our next speaker, Richa Hansraj, and this is going to be very insightful and full of action. So I'm sure we're going to have a good time. So to introduce myself, hi, hello, hi. Can we just close the door? That's it, yeah. So I'm your host and I have Richa, the namesake of Richa Hansraj. She's Richa Grover. So I'll always need to address, in case I miss, you would know which Richa I'm addressing to. So I'm Ankur and I've spent about more than 25 years in advertising marketing. And now I'm pursuing my PCC and I'm a part of Professional Speakers Association of India as well. I love interacting with people and that's it in a nutshell. I live in Greater Noida. And I've spent most of my time in Bombay, Pune, and Delhi. And that's a little bit about me. And with this, we have Richa Grover, a solopreneur executive coach who will be co-hosting the session with me. And together we are going to explore something very real. So what is actually, taking to build and manage everything when you're doing it all on your own. So, Richa, over to you if you want to add something.
Thank you, Ankur. And when you introduced me as a solopreneur, the one thing which stayed in my mind is solo. And that's how many of the days I feel as well, solo. And because ever since I moved from my 9 to 5 job to a solopreneurship, one thing I have realized, what looks like freedom from the outside is too much to hold from inside. Suddenly you are everything. You are managing your clients, you are taking calls, you are drafting emails, you are doing follow-up. Everything is on your own and you are doing everything, and at the end of the day you feel that where I have grown, what has happened to my business.
So you're the CEO, you're the team, you're the operations, you're the execution, all rolled up into one.
Yeah, exactly. And that is where entire day gets spent and you feel at the end of the day where I'm lagging behind.
So yeah, before we go further, how many solopreneurs in the house, or how many? Fairly good number. Wow, that's good. So
I think there are quite a few number, like I would say they're not the few, it's a large number who are solopreneurs over here.
Almost 80-85% it seemed like.
So how many of you feel that you don't have time to track your industry, but by the raise of your hands? So let's make it a little bit more real, that how many of you feel more anxious about it, that you need to have track of your industry on a scale of 0 to 10, 1 to 10.
Anxious about tracking your industry.
1 is low and 10 is being very high. High anxiety.
7. 6, 7.
So hold on to that number because in another 5 minutes we are going to reduce it.
So let's do a quick visualization exercise. Let's close our eyes. Actually, for 5 seconds, I'm going to count backwards from, let's close our eyes, 5, and take a deep breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. And now just imagine getting 5 hours back every week. And imagine taking that time out for your own self-growth, not admin, not operations, not anything else. Just feel that and just hold on to that thought for a while. May seem a little bit magical, may seem a little bit challenging, but hold on to that thought. I did this exercise myself as well, and it was quite helpful. I did it for about 15-20 seconds. So now, how many of you can open your eyes, won that? Actually won that. I mean, we all won that, right? So, and with this, we don't need to figure this out ourselves. Today we have Richa Hansraj, and who's already been there and done that exactly. And she's going to do certain interesting demos as well. So with this, I'm going to introduce Richa Hansraj. With over 18 years of corporate, she has worked with companies like Google, Samsung, led strategy and operations, and delivered over 30,000 creative campaigns for brands like Nestle, Procter & Gamble. She is a Gold and Silver Award winner in Process and Automation and holds a certification in Digital Transformation from Indian Institute of Management. And then she made a bold decision. She stepped out of the corporate to build something on her own. Today she runs Owl Eyes, a digital transformation and creative solutions consultancy working with MSMEs, growth stage companies, solopreneurs like us all. And not just that, let's experience it. And with this, please welcome Richa, Hansraj on stage. Richa, the stage is all yours. By the way, when Richa and I were talking yesterday, along with Richa, so she's having a bad throat, but I'm sure you'll do well.
Best. All right, so please bear with me. I would like to tell you, thank you, Ankur and Richa. I would like to tell you, this our. Am I audible? Oh, all right. Being a solopreneur myself and a digital transformation consultant, it's extremely important that I stay abreast with industry trends, right? AI is evolving every day. And imagine, just a year back, I was in a space where I would read newsletters, articles, any feed, and I'm jumping onto it, and I was consuming a lot of scattered content. What was happening? I was nowhere. I felt that I don't know anything, right? Why? Because the information was overloaded and it was scattered. So I decided, instead of being anxious, I need to take charge. I need to take control. And how can you process the information? Anyone? When the information is structured, right? And when you systemize it. So I will show you just in next 5 minutes. Just give me 1 moment, please. All right. Before we move to the demo, what I want all of you to know, what you will walk away with today. I can't manage 2 things, so I'm just going to keep that. Okay? The psychological shift, which is that you will move from chaos to clarity. You will be in much more control from thinking solopreneurs, right? To thinking how to scale, to find your AI co-founder, from thinking hiring to thinking how to systemize. The framework that you would be learning here today is structure, track, systemize, and scale. What you will build today, we will see 2 demos. One is AI intelligence brief, automated system that convert the scattered inputs into structured daily briefing. So it's easier for us to digest the information. What will you need? You will need your Gmail Connect, if you have all the newsletters, the websites that you refer to, and if you have a Perplexity account. And guys, please, even if you don't have a Perplexity account, it's okay. Understand the fundamentals. Once that is clear, you can operate on any platform. All right? Perplexity, we need to go to spaces. I'm already in my spaces. Click on new space.
Can you increase the font size?
Yeah. I can't read anything.
Richa, can you help us?
Magnify.
The lights will be there.
Are you ready to see? All right. So let me just go back. I'm in my space. Create a new space. All right. Let's term it as
I have your name,
AI
so I'll send you the reminder.
brief. Sorry. We can add any links. So for right now, let me just add wired.com. Are you guys following? Then we will add instructions, right? In the interest of time, I have already made the prompt, and I'll just copy the prompt here. So what am I doing here? You are my AI News and Tools Research Assistant. I am defining a role. And I'm giving a task, use the Gmail connector, read emails that are labeled as AI newsletter, fetch those newsletter. You will also read AI related news from websites like MIT, Verge, Wired, saying when triggered by task. We will set up a task right now, or by me for each newsletter or article, scan the main sections and any important links inside the email. And I have just asked that how the output should be. Now we will save it. Second step is schedule a task. What time you want to see it, right? Again, I will just go copy the prompt. The prompt is more or less the same, but what I've mentioned one line here is that the newsletter that you received today, you can also do weekly and you can also do monthly, so you can see the summaries. Everybody is following me? Yes. Yeah. Great. Okay. Yes. Yes. After that, I will, and I will also take you through the hands how to do it. All right. Now, daily, and right now, what's the time right now? Or let me just say, just for right now. No expiry date. So that's okay. You can set your 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. whenever you want to see it, right? Very important. Remember this. Web search, yes, but you also need to connect with your Gmail account. All right? Done and save. Okay? Now let's test
Why are you connecting with your Gmail account?
Sorry?
Why are you connecting with your Gmail account?
Because there are newsletters that are coming in my Gmail. And in the prompt I have mentioned that you go to my Gmail account, pick up the newsletters which are labeled as AI newsletter and summarize that. That is why. No, it's my own account. Your Gmail. Yes, Gmail account. You don't need a corporate account. This demo, yeah.
Yeah, so by that I meant that any other or Gmail also is, because the question I'm wanting to ask is, do we need to give the credentials for Gmail all over again if we've not, say for example I'm using my own domain account for flexibility, and so I'll have to again give the integration. Sorry, because right now you've logged in from Gmail, therefore it's not asking those credentials. If I'm not logged in from Gmail, it might ask for credentials.
Yes, absolutely.
So is there a process, a separate process to be followed is what my question is, because I usually use it with my other domain account.
So if you have a Gmail account, while you're entering, it will just ask you to authorize it. Okay, that's it.
That's, yeah, sure.
And I also have one request. If we can just take the questions after the demo, so the demo does not break in between. Everybody with me? Yes. All right, great. Okay. So let's test this out, okay? Now you remember the task prompt that I have pasted? I'm just removing the first line of it. And I want to run the prompt. We are just testing it. Okay. Just give me just few seconds. You will just see it. Okay, it's called into my Gmail account, right? You can see it. to have a look at my Gmail account, so I'm going to show you that it does run. Okay, so let me just open another account. Another window. Let it run in the meantime, that's okay. Now this is the one that I have created for myself. And I want to tell you why this is important also. 1 year back when I created, the systems has evolved. It took me at least 20 days to create it because this system was not available. And now it's very, very easy for anybody to do it. So now if you see this, that system ran 7 hours ago. It ran on April 3. So let's look at this, right? Google Scholar alerts. It's from my Gmail. Easy. Headline, artificial intelligence governance mechanism. Tools none, that's okay. Key insights. Now this is what's interesting. Agentic AI governance require greater scrutiny, rigor, consistency. I need to know this information. And it is in one place. Suggested POV and action ideas. Advise clients on building robust governance framework for agentic AI deployment in enterprise. And that is absolutely true. So this is how I have trained my model. This is exactly what I have put in the prompt, that please give me synopsis, right? But if you want to test it out, let me just get it brief. Let's see what it's doing in the meantime. It's still getting, anyway, it's still getting it. See this. See this. Can you see this? Oh wow, okay. Generative AI. So let's copy this once. Solo founder used AI to build. Wow! You know what a headline to see. Can you see this? A solo founder used AI to build 1.8 billion company. So apt. All right.
He was selling GLP-1 drugs.
Sorry.
No, GLP-1.
Can you see this? Yeah? All right. Okay. Now you tell me what just happened. So, do you feel you're in control? Do you think that you can manage? Are you feeling organized or scattered? Has the phone reduced? Guys, please answer. Did it help you?
Yes, it did.
Yeah? Great.
I have a question.
Yes.
Since you connected your email to it, what about who all has access to the other material on your email?
As in, who else?
I mean, I'm now looking at it from a privacy point of view.
Okay, great question. If you use LLM, right, so there is an option in settings. I will not get into that right now. There is an option in settings where you say that you need not to. I'm sorry, I keep on forgetting I'm good. Can you hear me? Yeah, you can. So there is an option in settings where you say, where you can actually select, you can deselect that the model should not be trained on your data. All right? Clear? Great. In control? Yes, you have a question.
Can we be selective about like there are multiple newsletters which are flowing?
Yeah. So did you see the prompt? I said the newsletters that are labeled as AI newsletter. So you can first you label your newsletter. That is the first thing, right? So if you label say as marketing or whatever you want to label it as, it will only fetch those newsletter. All good? All right. Yes.
As a solopreneur, I need some understanding that AI can work for me as a department. You know, I have different versions of working. Let's say something is marketing and sales. I may not have a team right now, but I want this to be leveraged as that. And I don't have, a mechanism that can go into emails and I can multiply bulk email to that, automate that process. Can AI help me in that? Because that is a major need for a solopreneur. This is one of the field that can definitely help, but that is not exactly helping a solopreneur like me. I would need something more about, how can my departments can work. If I don't want to hire a person, how can this help me? What's your name?
Okay, Swati asked me a very good question that if I'm a solopreneur and I don't want to hire a team, right? So what should I do? How can AI will help you, right? Ankur, do you want to throw some light? This is exactly the right question, Swati, you asked me, because that's exactly the next demo is all about. I'm a solopreneur.
Please continue.
I'm a solopreneur. I don't want to hire a team. But I still want to earn. And I still want to be at top.
Sure. So, how was the first demo? Otherwise, any thoughts? Great. So think of the potential. And now we have even a larger demo. Richa, would you want to use the mic because there is the recording, it impacts the recording that way. And you have a bad throat, but that's where the mic is going to probably help also. So yeah, so as the next one, there is a second demo that's going to be conducted. You have a question right now? Yes. Sure.
Claude and Gemini and other tools? Okay. So actually, ideally, it would have been great if we could do it together. But is it also just the pro versions that you can work with?
In this one, Perplexity, it's a pro version, right? And the space is available on pro version. But to your question, when I started out the demo, see, in today's, it's a demo, right? I'm not able to explore all the tools. But for you to understand is that one thing, that how are we structuring everything? How are we utilizing the system? These are just the fundamentals and foundation, right? Figure it out. It is also there in ChatGPT. I personally don't like ChatGPT these days, fine? So I don't want to use it. It really messes up my newsletter. Yes.
Maybe it helps everyone. Perplexity is free with every Airtel connection.
Yes, I was about to say that.
I'll just connect this. I'll just connect to...
Yes.
So like you had the same question, so that is the dilemma which I also face, that you are researching, you are doing the admin task, and by the time your proposal is ready, the client has already moved on. So that is what our next demo is all about. So over to you, Richa.
Thank you. Now, what this demo will do, it will answer your question. This is just one workflow, but it can be applied to any workflow. Again, you need to understand the fundamentals, all right? Now, in my field, and I'm sure in your field also, when we are approaching a client, right? I work with growth companies. I have to research. The research takes time, and I'm not kidding, right? And if I have to do a cold pitch, and from my own experience, once I did research, I researched, I analyzed, because to form a strategy. Then I created a proposal. Everybody knows that proposal takes time. At least for me, it takes time. I can't do it in one day. No, I will change it at least 10 times, right? And then you send a mail. How many days do you think I must have taken? Anyone? Wild guess. No, not at all. I'm not slow, but let me tell you, I will show you the kind of research this agent will do. It took me at least 15 days because I was just not very satisfied with the research. Right? So I built a system for myself because that is not scalable. So this system, the only human input which will come here is which company. The research agent will research the company. The next agent will analyze the research. What is the opportunity in the research? Right? What are the gaps? What is the proposal that you want to send across? What are the pain points? Proposal agent will make the pitch deck. It's a task, by the way. And after that, the pitch agent will send the pitch. And the icing on the cake is, if you want to, there is an agent who can monitor. Imagine you are just, sending proposals to 20. Will you always keep on checking your inbox? Have I received a call back or not? That's damn crazy. At least I was not able to do that. Sorry, somebody said something? Okay. The tool that we are using, the tool that we will use here is called MindPal. The reason I have picked up this tool because it's of a simple UI. You will see it. It's multi-agent. You can build a multi-agent workflow. If there is a free plan, you get 100 credits. And 100 credits, you will just see it right now, you are at least able to run 16 pipelines. And even if it's also affordable, even if you pay for it, which is $49, which is equivalent to, not even equivalent or maybe less than to your one-time consultant fee. Fast setup, we will see that, and you have connected tools. But before that, it's a very simple explanation, right, Swati? You were asking about, I can't hire, I don't need a team. But you have a team. Just think I'm a robot. I'm your team. I can multitask. So, for your new employee, what will you do? Tell me, what will you do? You will give the tools, right? What tools? Laptop, desktop, access to drive. So for this agent to work, your AI employee, what will you give? You will give access to tools, right? Not the laptop. the web search, the code extension, the file access, right? Then for the new employee, what do? We have an onboarding session. What is that onboarding session? We give them material to understand about the company's business. That's exactly what you do with your AI employee as well. And once you give that, you equip the agent to perform any task, right? And please, and don't even think that, okay, it's some kind of agent and, and it will just perform miracles. No, it won't. Understand that as an employer, how you want your employee to function, right? You tell the agent how to function, and agent will exactly function like that. Okay, just give me a moment, guys. This is MindPal tool. As I said, it has a very, very simple interface, right? Now, this is my workspace. If I click here, you can see that either I can ask AI agent, which is inbuilt MindPal. I can refer to my other agents that I have built, and I can refer to workflow. But anyway, we'll come to that later. Okay? The 4 things that I want you to understand here is there is agent. Agent section is where you create agents, and you can put them in a folder. Workflow, where you put all the agents together. And remember one thing, that one agent can also be used in another workflow. Your pitch deck agent in this case can be used in another workflow also, right? I just spoke about knowledge sources. So this is where that I have already uploaded some knowledge sources. I will give you a sneak peek into that. The best part is the brand guidelines, right? It can create your brand guidelines by just, if you type your website URL, it will just give you the entire analysis. I'll not waste time doing that, but I will just quickly do a sneak peek that I have already done this. You can see that AI Assistant has already summarized my entire website, and it says that, it's a digital transformation consultancy dedicated to making enterprise level technology AI-enabled workforce simple, practical, profitable. The outlet voice is the wise practitioner, someone who has seen the peak of global corporate efficiency, but choose to speak the language of the local business owner, writing style, vocabulary, preference, visual identity, everything is there. All right? The main part is the tools. This is what I was talking about. You can add your own tool. We will just skip that at the moment right now. So these are the various tools that are available. Tally, Instantly, Meta Ads, 11 Labs. But for this session, I have connected LinkedIn. Remember, this is very important. Even if your agent is connected to a tool, but there are 22 actions under that. You have to connect the action also, right? Now imagine, tell me, okay Richa, I have given you my drive access, go and do something. What should I do with your drive access? You have to define an action, right? Should I upload a file? Should I delete a file? What should I do? So you have to define an action even if the tools are linked. Alright? Now with the knowledge sources, we will use these knowledge sources. I will just give you a quick glimpse into this. So this is basically knowledge resource for agent 1, 2, 3. This is a master template where I have asked agent to put the research, the analysis in the template that I want to look at. Okay? Now please understand, this is the IP. Everybody understands, right? This can be your IP. The knowledge resources is your methodology, your framework. There is a way that I do my research. I have a framework for it. I cannot put that into a prompt. I have to give that knowledge. I'm telling my employees, see, this is the framework I'm following. Follow this framework. This is what these files are doing. I will just... Sorry. Just giving you a glimpse of how the knowledge file should be, okay? So basically, this is my methodology which I have mentioned here. That, okay, give me understand what the sector is, classify the company type, okay? Then step 1, what are the company basics? What are the financials? What is the leadership? Products, operation, clients. Do the website audit. I need to understand, I'm a digital transformation consultant, I need to see, whether your website is functioning or not, whether it's appropriate or not, whether I have an opportunity to pitch or not, right? Social media audit and so on. So this is the entire document that I have shared with my agent. Understood? Am I clear till here? It's pretty simple, right? Now we'll go to agent 1. We are creating a new agent. Now there are 3 ways to do it. Either you can create instantly, which is you just give a prompt that I need a research assistant, and you basically scrape off the entire website and whatever the prompt you want to give, right? And this is the way I want the research to be given. You can use a template or you can start blank. We will see this start blank because you need to understand the structure, fundamentals. Okay. Now when you're creating a new agent, these are the sections. Enter agent name, say, let's say, research agent 1. Okay. Now background, you need to give the context. For an example, you have put me into a research. You will at least give me one context. Richa, I will like a research cover. What will I do? Tell me. Okay, so let me just open a prompt. I got something. Don't worry about the prompt, I will give you a hand, okay? Don't worry about it. So, giving a role, you are a senior business research specialist at Outline, your research at our company using live web tools to produce a complete structured intelligence document covering company basic financial leadership. We have seen that, right, in my document. Digital presence, job posting, competitor, market context, and workflow. These are the rules I have defined. Very important, just look here, okay? Now, what is this symbol? This symbol, if it is in a plain text, you want the agent to refer to the knowledge base. It's very simple, the way we do it on Gmail, LinkedIn, right? We put this @ symbol and the variable picks up. So the variable needs to pick up. Now which is this document that we are referring to? You can see the knowledge resources. Right, so this has to be highlighted. If it is not a variable, if this pill is not highlighted, it will not refer. Okay? Understood? Now how do I want my output to be? Okay? Now this is the way I like my output to be. What am I doing? Anybody? This is a structure. I cannot consume scattered research. My brain will not pick it up. Right? So I am defining a structure. The output has to be start with the basic company, then again I have to highlight this, use this document, okay? Then complete company data, all evidence-based gap or workflow hypothesis. This is my workflow. So basically I'm just telling the agent that whatever the gaps you are seeing when you are doing the research, say the website is very old, right? Say they don't have some distribution system. So those are the evidence. What are the hypotheses? Say that it's a manufacturing. So based on the manufacturing, the business model, what kind of a workflow can be there applied to any of the industry. Okay? Now, let's knowledge and memory. If you see, it's already uploaded. Output settings, it will do it in English. It has many languages, but just to show you. So English, you can choose your brand guidelines if you want. Language model, very, very important, okay? Now, pay attention here. The language model, it says it's auto, it will select 5 AI credits. That is not required. When you are starting out, use the model which uses only 1 or 2 credits, see the performance, right? And sometimes this model will take ages also to perform. It will perform well, but we don't know. For this, I have used Gemini. Why I am showing you this? I said a simple UI, right? It will not leave you on your own. Oh my God, I don't know what model is it. What should I apply? No. It is giving you the recommendation. It is telling you that, okay, if you're budget conscious, you want to have only 1 credit, and if your research is not running into, say, 20 pages, 2 pages, 1 credit is more than enough, right? But for today's session, we will use Gemini. Why also, one more thing I just want to just share, and I quickly would just want to take you through this. Maximum, the context window. The context window, if you can see, it is 1000K, which means that this is the as many words, the LLM model can take in. So you have put a prompt, right? The prompt that you have put in, the output that your agent is producing. So more the context window for research, much better it is. Are you clear? Right? The output, if you look, the output is also means the same. It's 64K, which means when it is producing an output, say about if it is say 20, then maybe the analysis will not be complete, it just truncate. So I have used this LLM model. Okay? I think we are just. This is the integrations. Now I just quickly want to tell you that see, these are the tools I have used: Paper website, search news, web search, okay, and build it. In-app integration. So these are the different apps that are available. So the one that is connected, you will see, is my Google Drive, because I want them to save the research on my Google Drive. So let's do create. It's created. Are you clear? Are you clear? Now, I will not create all the agents because I have already taught you how to create one agent. What we will do is, in this demo, if you can see that I have already created these 3 agents. Right? Okay, let me just not take this one. So I have already created this agents very quickly. The research agent, okay, send email agent, monitor reply agent, and the presentation artifact agent. Only one agent that we need to create here. I will just quickly create that so that the workflow runs.
So when you do this research, are you kind of giving it a template in which it summarizes it?
Yeah, exactly. That is what my knowledge files were all about, right?
No, I'm saying you have a presentation artifact. So does this summary come in a structured form?
Yes, exactly. Exactly. So let me just get this analyze agent. How much time do we have?
We have exactly 3 minutes. We are actually overshot.
Overshot, I'll just
And questions we can take offline as well.
yeah, exactly. Okay, let me just create this agent. Somehow that one agent got deleted in the workflow. template here. Okay. So I am defining that how I want my output file to be. Alright, the tool that I have given is this one. That it needs to save in my Google Drive. And this is a template. See, I have the master template here. That is a structure that I have already defined. That this is the way I want it. And see the system instructions out there, it's written excellent, which means the plan is good. Language model, let me just quickly set to nano. Okay. For this, you don't need any scraper website, you don't need this tool because this agent will only analyze, right? Okay.
I think in specific, the point that I'm asking is, does it organize the information
Structured format?
in a PowerPoint
Yes.
some sort of key themes to be
Yes, yes, absolutely it does. So, okay guys, now this is, now when all the agents are built, right, you go to the workflow. Since we are at time right now, I am just trying to show the demo which I have already created. What we do is that we pick up, we click from here, we pick up the nodes, we put the agents, right? We select the agent, and that's how the agent, 1 second. See, the new agent has been created here, right? I just wanted to show you this, but we are not using it right now. So let me just. Have you been able to follow this section? I went pretty fast in this one, right? Now let me run. Once I run this, see, it's the same process which I showed you. I have created. There is a complete research details because I will say that what company research, analyze my human input. Where I will say, okay, these are the points that I want. Presentation will be created, outreach will send a mail, draft email. Now you see this. Okay, it has, now let me just type the company name. Should I type Zomato?
Sure.
So this is how the agent will start running. In the interest of time, and I think the people have already left, the two who are stayed behind, I just want to quickly show you the test run. Okay, this is the, say, analysis output that I have received. See, top 5 points. This is incomplete. Let me just show you one more.
No, I think this is fine. The other question I have is that when you create agents, do you also recommend creating an agent with completely different sources which will cross verify what you get?
As in, I didn't understand your question.
So I'm saying how you validate.
The resources, these are the resources that are created by me. As I said, those are my framework.
No, so the framework is yours, but the source from where it is pulling the information.
Yes, so see, it's working right now, right? It's working and you can see the sources. All the sources are mentioned here. You can actually check all the resources and then give you the complete, you can, once it is completed, you can actually check that what are the sources that it has checked. So, very quickly, see the output it has created, right? AI Consulting, Zomato Company Research, total 8 steps done. Part 1, company details. Look at this. It has given the entire revenue. It has given evidence-based gap, workflow, hypothesis. So, the entire research is just here. Analysis is just here, right? Everything, and it has been able to, if I just show you this, it has been able to build a deck also. And this deck is very functional deck, but it will give you the basics because the template is already created and you exactly know that how that needs to be. You can just, if you have access to grammar, you can just copy paste that and tell grammar to do that. This is Zomato only, Eternal. It has been renamed to Eternal in 2025. And see this. It is giving the transformation roadmap, and it's saying that this is the revenue that can be unlocked. So that's the power of AI agent. I'm sorry I had to rush because there were so many questions that were asked and I wanted to answer everyone. So if this feels rushed, I do have a copy of the dashboard which I can share with you later.
The questions are always good. I think that's one of the success metric of any session.
Yes.
People asking questions. So thank you so much, Richa. This is, although, it's kind of coinciding with the tea coffee break, so people must have left for that. But it was very insightful. And thank you for showing us the live demo. And this is what control also looks like you having, in today's age, it's very important to stay relevant to the systems and to understand how technologies could be beneficial and not let it control us, but how can we leverage that for reducing our time as well and for our requirements. And this is quite in-depth research that you presented. I mean, to verbalize structuring, tracking, systematize and scale. That's the 4 ideal steps. Systematize, structure, track, systematize and scale. Richa, you would want to add anything?
No, I just want to know, there are 2 questions, right? So now do you really think, Shweta, do you think that, Swati, so do you really think, first entrepreneur, that you really need to hire? I really want to know that question, Yes, please.
So I'm going to answer that question.
Yes.
I always thought that it's better to mechanize than hire because hiring also takes a lot of effort, right? But my question to you is that what would you suggest are the first few tools that you should invest in because you have to learn a tool that can give you a good output?
Okay. So see, it depends on your use case,
Yeah.
right? If you want to build agents for yourself, I would always suggest that do not pay initially, right? Test with the tools that give you enough credit so that you understand the basics. Once you are able to perform well on that tool, and if you think, like for MindPal, right, I started free on this tool, and the reason I selected MindPal, and there are others also, Relevance AI and Mind Studio, and let me tell you, I have tested all the tools, they are very difficult also. They're difficult. They're difficult, right? We are running other businesses also, we are not running an automation business. So obviously we need to be able to use the tools as well. So, need to understand that there is free credit. These are the things that you need to see. Simple UI, were you able to follow? People who are here, were you able to follow? Yeah. Right? It's a very simple and clean UI. That's how you select the tools, depend on your use cases. So if you want to create agents, I would say go with this. Yes, there is somebody, that person is not here, also asked me that, Richa, that there are other tools as well, Claude Code. I could have given a demo on Claude Code, but then it is not easy for everyone. Right? You all would be sitting with your laptops, understanding what a terminal is. By the time you go back home, you will forget. But today's agenda was that you are able to go back home and try this out. Perplexity, you can just try it right now. In next 10 minutes. We did that, right? We did that. Agents, you have understood the concept of, how you need to, make the agent, right? And how you just need to connect the agents together, that's all. And when you're thinking about agents, right, don't think about agent, think about your employee. Okay, I need this employee, I want this person to hand over to this person to hand over to this person. And send a mail across. Just one workflow. That is how, and why? What am I coming back to here, right? Only just one last thing. I will not talk about the monetization part right now because we don't have time, but I can tell that later. The whole point was that you put a structure in place. when you're building agents, just don't randomly just go and start building agents. You have to put a structure in place. What did you see the structure in two ways, right? The knowledge sources, that's the structure, that's your IP. That's your IP. That's the structure. The process, that is your structure. And you're able to track that. And how are you doing it? You're doing it through system. That's all. People who are sitting there, just one last thing I just want to add, Ankur. That's all. It's very interesting. Try this out. And please, I am not saying that, I'm not advocate of any tool. If you're investing time, monetize it. Go and figure this tool out. You can also publish it and you can earn money out of it. So if this workflow, honestly, if I can publish right now and I can charge anybody who want to use that workflow, I can charge say about 30 grand or 40 grand or whatever for my research work for any companies, and people can use it. So it was not only built today, guys, it was structure, track, right, systemize
And scale.
and scale through your employees. You said you don't want to hire? Yes, you want to hire, but you want to hire these employees. That's all, guys. Thank you very much.
Huge round of applause. Thank you so much, Richa. With this, I would request Dr. Kaushik Chakrabarti and Garima Saluja to please grace the stage and felicitate our speaker. Okay, now I'm correcting myself, Dr. Kaushik Chatterjee, not Chakrabarti.
Was I carrying?
Okay, cheese.
I close or no?
I'm very bad at face my way.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Ankur. We still need humans to correct.